We're SOMA, we're a group of 5 French artists from France. We're all in the digital era of our career right now. We all have different backgrounds. Some of us are photographers, digital artists, 3D animator, painter, and street artists and glitch artists. And we decided to to form a collective to put France back on the map in the NFT ecosystem.
I think it's been 1 year and a half that we all met. So this is a pretty new love story, really recent. So the thing is that we were having a lot of activities in crypto activity, but like we were individually in action in this field, but we never the opportunities to meet in real at this time. And one day we went in the same gallery, and I think it was Aeon, right? To discover the universe of NFT people in Paris. Well, that was my first time. And we met there. I met first, I think it was Polygon, then Luis, then Lighton came by to the group, and it was a human gathering. And this is how everything started. After creating this group of 4 people at this event, there was oelhan close to us. We went to oelhan because I knew him before, and we decided to see each other in another context than the art galleries and events. So we met like this, like a really natural way.
We were trying to find a French word to represent us because we wanted to as I said, make sure that everybody knew that we're. So we wanted something short, kind of like a band name. We did a lot of session of brainstorming and all that, and we ended up getting SOMA because it's a Greek word, a Latin word. It represents all of the cells that are part of a physical body, and we felt like it was the right way of actually describing our collective. I'm a visual artist, film director, and media scenographer from Paris. I've been working as a digital artist for 10 years now. I'm mostly known for my glitch artwork. I'm using old gear like CRT TVs, video to create my portraits. I take pictures. I'm also a photographer. So all of the pictures I'm taking, I'm glitching them to create like this. I've been working in the field for quite some time now. I had the chance to work with a lot of prestigious artists and brands throughout the years and making cool music videos for them, for great artists too. That would be a good summary of who I am. During my last exhibition in Tokyo, 1.5 months ago, I did my AI side project kind of, and I teamed up with Ima-san, which is a very popular and famous AI artist, AI influencer artists. It's a mix of both. Tokyo in Japan, and for portraits, it was very cool.
So I'm an animator and motion designer from south of France, from Nice, and I've been working in this field for 8 years now. So mostly in animated work. So for a lot of brands, I did a lot of films for advertising, like working with Spotify, Apple, things like this. And now I just focus on my personal stuff, which is a lot of portraits and GIFs and loops, focusing on emotions and color schemes, this kind of in-between vibe, as I call it. So to make something sad with something very happy and colorful. I'm really focused on developing that. So in digital art and things like this, NFTs, Web3, also prints and a lot of other projects.
I started being in the art field with music first, since I'm a little kid. So my first contact with art was music, and I composed a lot of music during some years, like a lot of years, and I was trying to find some colors in music that I couldn't reach. And I discovered painting, and it was for me like a revelation, something really powerful, a medium that could make the opportunity to create like a really transposition of emotions, like oelhan was saying. So I'm a painter because I live of my painting, and the challenge with the digital is to translate this language into digital, like the physical language and physical colors in digital. It's really complicated to find a way to live, like a way to be, because when you travel a lot in different countries, you have such different cultures and such different ways to do things, like bad things, wrong things, some stuff that you cannot do, some stuff that you can do. In each cultures, there's this kind of language that you find. And because I traveled a lot, I've never had the chance to be stuck into one culture. So I had to find a way to express this universality. I don't know to say it, you know. So this is, I think, how came all my paintings. It's a bit of Asia, it's a bit of Africa, it's a bit of Europe, Paris. Yeah, I think this is. I'm trying to find, I think, the most universal language in my painting.
So I started my journey in art by being a motion graphics designer 10 years ago. But then I was working for advertising agencies and I was a little bit bored about what I was doing there. So I started to pick up photography because I wanted to have like a different way to create just for myself. And then I just like did photography for 8 years in a row. And then I was like usually shooting for brands and marketing stuff. And then I still had like my side projects, just like shooting for me. And then it was going well. And I was like selling prints and then exhibiting as well. But then I moved to recently, like 3 years ago, I moved into Web3 and then I started to go into a little bit more into the digital realm, I would say, because I was starting to add like motion to my photographies. And then I moved to a little bit of using AI as well. So I kind of like went like full circle, starting with motion graphics, moving to photography, and then using photography with AI, and then adding motion graphics on the top. And then, so that's like, I would say my journey into art, and my style, I would say, is mostly using the red color because I just really like this color. It really attracts attention to the eye. What I also do is that I'm really inspired by movies. So what I try to recreate is movie scenes that do not exist. Yeah, that's basically it.
An illustrator, art director, and artist, painter. No, I started in advertising. It was 15 years ago. I worked a lot as an illustrator in an agency, and after a few years of advertising, client was always asking me for my personal style. It was the moment for me to be a freelancer, and at this time, it was 8 or 9 years ago. I started to be my own boss and started to be an artist more than an art director. And I started to find my style with this blue character, this blue shade, the blue skin of my characters, because I always draw my character in blue because I don't like to put a real skin color because it explains a different story. Depends of the color of the skin, of course. So blue is the neutral way to do it. I think so. And since I think 5 years, I started to paint to add some new medium to my journey. And 3 years ago, I discovered the NFT ecosystem, and the digital art for me was always there. So it was the good time to create something new with the community. And that's all.
We started working on Eco after the last two exhibitions we had in Paris. We felt like it's the right moment for us as a collective to show and present the work we've been working on for like the last 6 months, because we've dramatically changed the way we actually work on our craft now. As Lukas said, we have like a group chat in which we always share a work in progress of every work we have. We're constantly influencing each other's with new ideas, new concept. We're kind of borrowing like some themes from others to create our own and have our own take on it. So eco is like literally the eco others have on us and vice versa. And more than that, the eco that SOMA may have, or the ecos we actually get from other cultures, other countries, other like references and all that. So it's a good way of saying that Eco is all about like what really SOMA is about, which is like a collective of five different artists from different backgrounds, but tied together with a like you'll see if you come. I don't want to like tease too much, but since we all have like different backgrounds, it could be like tricky to say that how would this like this is it's stitched together, like how these works are working together because we have like a photographer, we have a glitch artist, we have a street artist, a pop artist, a painter, a 3D animator working together on something, and you're like, okay, so it's like radically different. How is it working out? And I think we managed to do something with the colors, the way we're like implementing it, the way we're like constantly trying to get like the same themes over and over again because we some of us have obsessions with the work in the way that we always find the same themes inside, like deep down, deep beneath all of the work we're doing. And I think it's like there's an echo from every work and it's stitching everything together. So yeah, we can't wait to actually display everything we've been working on lately.
I think we're in into like two generations, like the one before and the one after. And I think besides all the culture we went through, like the pop culture, TV, video games, like all mangas and stuff, I think there's also a question of a generation that's to break the rules about especially the way we're seeing the life, you know, and especially in the art field. I just wanted to answer this part because I know there's a lot to say, but I wanted to say that about Soma because I think it's a group of artists that want to really break the French arts scene rules and the way that people are acting.
But I think it's very interesting knowing that we're all from the same like era, kind of. Because we've all been influenced by like Asian pop culture. We all share like some very like popular things, like whether it is from the US or from Japan, for instance. Because these are the main two countries in which we partially take inspiration of through like movies. For Louis, for instance, that is heavily resonating in his work. Lighton is more influenced by Japanese and the manga culture, same as Welland, for instance. We find our ways in this and trying to like articulate the way we're creating while actually learning from cultures. It's our own takes on what we've been fed for like almost all of our childhood for most of us. So I think
Yeah.
like we can find some similarities between our works regarding that, but with different takes on it. So I feel it's something interesting.
And I think we all grew up with internet. So we discovered all the style all around the world. So it influenced our work as well as a 90s kid.
We started doing something with Soma during each exhibitions. It's we wanted to have something very special for each exhibition we're doing, and we knew that we were doing something in Asia at some point. We decided to create like a collection of trading cards, like fancy ones, in each exhibition. We're creating something very special for each location, highly limited, that people can collect. And like we're happy to create like this new community around our work because it's the first time we're doing cards. It's like said like that. It might seem like it's not a big deal, but it is for us. We have to see the full package of the thing. But we're very happy to be working on like a new set of cards for the exhibition in Uncommon Gallery, actually. So come to the gallery to see what it is all about. And yeah, that's the thing we're doing like for like the merch part of Soma. But there's also gonna be some prints there. Like we're working with a guy called Printiverse, who's been our main guy regarding all of the printing stuff and is creating some of the like not some of the best, the best prints in the game. We're doing like these crazy holographic and shiny prints. So we're gonna have some available during the show as well. So yeah, come and check it. It's pretty hard to say actually because like we've been expecting, like, for instance, at the time we're recording this, there's the start of the new bull run. And it's been like years since the last one. And we're like, how is it, when is it going to happen, actually? Um, and I feel like it's constantly changing. It's unpredictable and we have to live with it. And to give like a future state of where crypto art is heading in the future, it's like would be pretentious to me to say anything about it. Like I'm just like writing it, seeing where it goes. It's so cool. It's been like life changing for all of us, I guess, in the last 3 years. Um, Now, where I would like it to go is to like be more aware of the artist and be more rewarded as an artist rather than just like being all about the money, all about like the big collectors collecting pieces and all that. So I would like to celebrate more art than like the cryptocurrencies, and hopefully we get to do like a sane ecosystem in the end.
Yeah, I think it's really funny the way crypto acts like compared to art. Because when actually you I'm not telling about like digital art, but I'm telling about art in general. But artist career is like always like going down, going up, going down, going up, and this is really funny how similar it is in crypto, and especially when you know that there's the art digital field. Uh, in contact with that. So yeah, I think you're right. We cannot know actually.
I think it's mostly any art that is related to cryptographic things like crypto money and anything that has like anything to, well, not digital, but like anything that has to do anything with blockchain, I guess. So it's like anything that really goes along with the whole culture of crypto, I would say. It's like a wide term, but I'd say the basic term is like really tied to crypto and blockchain.
And you want, for me, crypto art is just a new medium, you know, and like every new medium, you have new art movement. And so with crypto art, we're starting to see some new movement. There is a glitch art. There is a lot of generative things. And it's just the beginning. But I think it's just a medium. It's not a new art space. It's just a new toys for artists to play with.
Yeah, I agree with you on this. Like to me, it's a way for digital art to get the spotlights and get the recognition it deserves. But it's digital art in the crypto era, which is like pretty nice, and to me, it's the spotlight for digital art.
Exactly. What can I add on top of this? Like, I feel like crypto is like the something strengthening the digital art we're all loving, and that wasn't really defined as fine art before. And now that there's like this massive ecosystem present in all this, and that it, people spend crazy amount of money in it, now it's been taken seriously. So I think crypto art really was the concrete that was built on top of this digital art scene, and that it's becoming its own thing now. As Lighton said, it's bringing a lot of new genre and a whole new like a new culture basically. Um, we we've seen like some people act like complete degen on a lot of things based on like cryptocurrencies, based on memes and all that. And I feel like it's bringing all of the communities together. The ones that were artists like us, posting for years on Instagram, on Twitter, and all that for basically just the sake of it, and all of the art enjoyers, the meme enjoyers, and all that. We're all forming a big community around that, this digital era we're in. And I feel like it was very much needed. We needed something like that to happen because without this one, I think we would still be debating on if digital art is still art or whatever things I've read throughout the years that making it a bit deceiving, to be fair, where like digital art is like basically just art but made with like computer graphics and computer tools. And it's not less than traditional fine art stuff. So I think like, yeah, crypto art would be like the base and the much needed answer to digital art?
Yeah, sure. I would say there's a lot to say about crypto art. I see crypto art like Lighton was saying, like as a new medium and a logic one because we live in a digital world like since we're young, computer like internet and it went really fast and we were like in digital bubble. Was meant to be a super field for a new kind of art. So this is really logical and this is only the beginning. And so in a way, it reminds me in art history, it reminds me the creation of expressionism in art, in painting, um, which was an art movement that was really like kicked out by the people, like in general, the people in art. And I think crypto art is 100% sure a new uh, medium that is going to be really accepted by the world, but not now, but in really soon.
I don't think it's literal like that. Um, well, I think you'll be delighted to discover the work of us all. We have like so many different universes to share. We're really keen to have you um, in the gallery to see and experience all that, and try to bring you in our journey through digital art. The thing is that we really want to have to be speaking to the people who don't appreciate art in general. We want it to be like super easy listening in a way, but for visuals, um, to actually attract people who are not aware of what digital art could be or what it means, and make sure that they get out of the exhibition knowing a bit more about like the art and maybe like becoming like art enjoyers, collectors, artists would be even better. If it sparks something in them while they're watching the exhibition, I I would take that as a personal honor.